Hey guys, how you doing today? Hope everyone had a happy new year and safe, all that nifty stuff. Hope if you were able to, get a little bit of relaxed time in, have a long weekend. Uh, I know that there are some out there that have I guess you could say, those jobs that require you to be there all the time, more or less. I used to have one of those positions. Um, Anyway, hopefully, you guys have been doing good. Your Christmas was good. Your New Year's was good. And I'd like to wish all of you a good new year. I hope it brings you success, joy, and happiness. Because I reckon we all use a little bit of that in our lives. We are back in our new Homestead Act on the Lonely Valley map. Um, So yesterday, well, we're in June now. We were in May. As you can see, we pop out of here. This was further over here. The trees. We cut all that down, and we finally got it to where, as you can see, this is our one block here. Now it goes out through there, but yeah, this is all trees. Planted planted lodgewood pine, lodge pole pines. These strips here are all oak. Probably gonna keep coming over this way with them to fill this in. We did plant every single one of these uh, lodgepole pine all the way. What we're gonna do over here, I'm still trying to make a decision on this. I have decided to leave this. As you can see, I've made a little path through here. That's the edge of our last piece of property. I'm gonna keep this for the time being, and I'm gonna keep this for the time being. And I might keep some of this. I haven't made up my mind yet. Um, in saying that, we went around and cut all this, all the grass on here, up here, and around. We're gonna keep the tree setups like this. Now, I'm not saying these aren't going to be cut. They will eventually all be cut down. But in saying that, we are going to leave that space for trees. So we will replant oaks in their place. Um, I just think that that's going to be a better way to do things. It makes the property look much more natural. We're also going to do a line of trees here and along through here. Now, mind you, we're probably not going to make it uh, really wide or open like this, like wide, big like this. It'll probably be two or three trees wide through here, um, just to create a break, a wind break all the way around. So that's where most of our money come from. Was cutting all those trees down and selling off the wood. We did get a bit of a break. This bat wing came up for sale in our in here. Uh, that's my gooseneck that I usually love to have, but it's a 2020, so we can't use it. That's a little expensive, although it's really big, and I could use a decent sized windrower because the one we got over here it's kind of small. But we will be speeding up, and you can tell it's used because, as you can see, yeah, paint missing and stuff like that. I can't remember how many hours it's got on it, but yeah. Anyway, uh, we are about to go collect all this grass. We will. We've got um, our sheep and our goats. Sheep did pretty good. They gave us almost one full pallet of wool. And mind you, now they weren't at 100% health, so they did. I reckon they did pretty good for what we got. The goats, 50 of them. Um, we they gave us almost 900 liters of milk, 840. That's not too shabby considering they weren't at 100% health either. So we will next month when we go into July, we will see um, what what the production's like, and hopefully we'll be getting about 1,000 liters a month out of them. But for now, we are going to go collect more hay bales because we got a fair few of them. Now we did that because all this mm, English, all of the area that we cut um, and made into grass bales, all that I'm going to be using painting it the same shortcut grass like I've got right here. And then we're going to come back and we're going to plow all of it. Yes, that's what I said. We are going to plow every single bit of this area. I'm still contemplating how we're going to do that. Um, I'm looking at the possibility here of okay, so I'm looking at this area here, um, right here, to be one field. This area here up to somewhere up in this area, but this area here to be another field. We are going to collect, um, this is wheat. We'll be getting it next month. This is oats. I'm almost certain we're collecting that next month too. So wheat, yep, July. Oats, July. So we'll be picking those up. Sorghum, we pick up in August. So once we get these two fields collected, I'm probably going to redo this area up in here and make this one long field with this being a field here. Probably I'm not going to cut I may cut those trees down and kind of straighten it out a little bit, but maybe not. But it'll kind of wrap like this, and then that will be the halfway mark, I think, right up in here. Yeah, somewhere up in here be the halfway mark. So that would be one field there, and then another field here, and then one long field here. So that's the general idea. And then this is going to be a satellite um, location for our, well, I'm debating that to be quite honest. I'm thinking we might actually wind up moving all this equipment and the field storage unit over to in this area because the house is being built right here and it's not far from being done. So if we put, because our fields and our cultivation is going to be all through here, if we put our harvesting stuff into a shed somewhere up in this area, like right up in here. We can make this a driveway over to the house and to the shed, all that stuff. Because this drive ain't going to be here much longer. As you can see, I've cleaned up the pond. Looks a little bit better now. We added some different textures into it. I'm still debating on whether I'm going to add vegetation into it or not. I don't know yet. We might. Oh, I have apparently I can create a field with that. Okay, that's the first. I hadn't seen that before. So yeah, we are slowly but surely getting where we want to be. But yeah, let's get these bales picked up because as you can see, huh, apparently I was wasting too much time and okay. Um, I don't know why it's doing that. It hasn't done that. It didn't do that before. See if it picks this up. It does not. Okay. So let's do that, that, that. See if that works. Let's see. If it picks this one up, then it means it's working. It did not. Well, that was just not very nice. Huh. Well, this is a little bit silly. Alright, let's put it away for a second. I guess I messed around too much. Alright, now let's see if it picks it up. It was working. There we go. Alright. So yeah, we are doing a lot of different things here. Lots of plans. Hopefully they work. Um, I don't know. Like I have I have a general plan for this homestead, but in saying that, um, you know, it's always been said to me that the best laid plans of mice and men, meaning they don't always work. So we've got a general plan and we just kind of wing it from there most of the time. But get this grass picked up. We are probably going to be looking at um, cutting some more of those. We might wind up. We're probably going to wind up having to cut some more trees. Um, because well, you look at what we got in the bank account and you think to yourself, well, that's pretty good, pretty good. Yeah, but the thing is we need an equipment shed. Actually, we need two equipment sheds because I need equipment sheds for this tractor, the trailer, the mowing equipment. Um, then I need another equipment shed for the crops, for the harvester, and all that stuff. I need another tractor because we've already got over 40 hours on this tractor. Um, so you know uh, that starts adding up. It really does. And then of course we've got more money we're going to have to spend on buying trees because we're going to be putting even more in. So yeah, it's getting a little expensive. So we might wind up selling off some more trees. Um, I am also waiting to see what our harvest does and seeing how well that goes. And if we get a fair bit, we may, depending on price, wind up selling off some of our harvest. Um, this isn't a sprint; it's a marathon. We're not racing to get to any particular set money amount or any of that. So that means that we don't have to kill ourselves to get it done, even though I spent a fair bit of time in here. Um, I think I started yesterday afternoon planting trees and then mowing, um, windrowing, baling, and now we're finally harvesting. I think I jumped off here. I don't know. It was around 2 o'clock or so this morning. Took a nap and got back on here. I was back up at about 7. Um, anyway, it's been a long night. So, uh, anyway, let me get this done. Obviously, it's going to take a minute, and then need to clean it all up. And we need to get ready to do some, well, plowing. That's going to be a lot of plowing, fellas. A lot of plowing. Well, yep, okay. Anyway, I'll bring you back in here shortly. When we start um, collecting harvesting our wheat and stuff. And then you can watch me do silly stuff like attempt to plan out my fields. So, yeah, bring you back in shortly, guys. Okay, guys. So I built this sawmill, thinking, yeah, I got that sawmill. It can put out the walls. I need another sawmill so that I can get furniture. Um, d- um, hmm. So I filled it with wood I had from over there, and some I had laying back over there. And I mean, it takes like 40 or 50,000 wood. Um, and I told it to. I just told it to produce furniture. Um, what I didn't see was this, and I definitely didn't see it putting out this. Each one of these is 1,000 liters. Um, um, hmm, that, mm, okay, so I think this mill might be a little overpowered. Um, wow, that's that's a lot. Um, the problem is that I would lose 48,000 liters of wood. Now I've never used this sawmill before, but if I get rid of it, I'm going to lose 48,000 liters of wood, guys. That stuff d- literally doesn't grow on trees. Like I can't just. I don't have like I have some wood, but I've already put 50,000 liters in, and on spruce that doesn't come easy. Um, I'm gonna have to think through this one. For now, I am going to go into here and deactivate that for the time being. Um, because that's a lot. I could have understood it if it put out like 4 pallets. I would have been, yeah, okay, cool. That makes sense. It's a much bigger um sawmill than that one is. But um that's like 19,000 liters of furniture it just put out, and it used less than 2,000 liters of wood to do it. Um, yeah, that's just a little overpowered for my taste. I am going to use the furniture, just this stack. I'm probably going to delete all the rest of the other stacks. Um, and then I've got to figure out how. I think I can go into power tools and oops. I think I can go into power tools and like get like spawn a piece of wood that would give me what I need, but holy cow, that's a lot. That is insane. In freaking insane. Okay. So we're taking that. Um I mean like this produced two. Two. Um yeah, yeah, that makes sense because it's literally only concentrating on those. But that just went just like just way over the top. Um, I mean, I needed furniture. I remembered someone mentioning that the carpentry building produced fast. Um, that produces insanely fast. Um, yeah, that's ridiculous. We will probably look for another sawmill to put in and then attempt to figure something out because, yeah, I can't have this thing doing like just way overpowered. Way overpowered. Um, I need 6,000 liters of this. 6,000 liters of the furniture. So that means I'm going to have to put something in for it. And if you go in and look, um, let's see, productions. There's only like 2 sawmills. Like my sawmill produces the walls, but there's only 2 other sawmills. See, like the carpentry, this produces um furniture. And some people were saying it was kind of fast. I don't know. Um, like, see, there's a sawmill there, but all it does is produce beams and planks and lawn planks. I need one specifically that will produce um, furniture. So I'm not 100% sure what to do with that one. I did put in another shed. I put in a shed over here. Cleaned up the mess I had around here. Shoved some of the equipment in here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I gotta think about that. All right. So we're going to go ahead and I need to grab my trailer. I'm going to have to put down um hmm, I'm going to have to put down a silo. Okay, so let's see. That silo is worth 200. You know, I may be better off putting in this factory that I like and using it for storage because apparently this has a fair bit of storage in it. And I can store a lot of stuff. Like a lot. Um, I don't want to put it. I guess we could put it like that. Something like that. Yeah, let's do that. Because I want to show you guys that what it does basically. It's farm production, but it will hold 1,000 liters of everything. So it will hold wheat and huh, I don't see where it holds sorghum. Oh, that's not good. We'll hold slurry though. Um, straw, sugar beet good. Um, okay, so I think we're going to ship that back off. Um, we're going to have something that's going to be able to store all our crops. Now, I don't think I'm not doing grapes or apples this time. So I think if we look at silos, well, that will take 10,000 liters. It's a multi-fruit. It looks similar to the old style stuff that we used to have back, back in the day because it was all shiny. Um, I think we will put this in. I think we will put it at the corner of this building. I think we'll turn it that way. Um, sort of like that, I think. Yeah, yeah, that looks pretty good. Pretty good. Because I need it out a little bit away from here. It's fairly straight. Yeah, okay. So that's that. Holds 10,000 liters. I mean, this one does the same thing. Um, that's a temporary slurry. All right. Wait, what? No, I didn't want to do that. The fricky fracky. Mm-mm-mm. Now I gotta go in and fix that. Joy and happiness. There we go. Alright, so we've got all that set up. Okay, it is time for us to go and do a harvest. Let's go see what we can get off these fields. I will, we're going to start out with, let's see, this is 18,000 liters that we've got set up here. So, the, this should be ready to harvest. Let's check real quick. It is July. That is wheat. So, according to this, the wheat should be ready to be harvested. I don't know, guys. Is that ready, y'all? This is growing. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. So that's interesting. It is still growing. Still growing. Okay. Um. Right. Um. Hmm. I. Looks like it'll be ready next month. And if that's the way it is, then more than likely, because I didn't plant sorghum until May, it's probably not going to be ready until September. I planted oats, yes, these in April, so it's going to be in July. Or, sorry, it's going to be in August. Same with wheat, because I believe I planted the wheat in October, so it's probably not going to be ready until August. Oh, man. Okay. Um, yeah, hmm, okay. So I've gotten tired. I need to take a break. Um, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause this. I'm going to go take a nap and let my brain rest a little bit, and then try to figure out what exactly I'm going to do with this. Because I was counting on this coming in July. Obviously, it isn't. The um, the wood mill over here, the sawmill I've got now, is rather excessive, and we don't want that. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's nice to have the wood coming out, and we can go ahead and get this thing, going and finished and blah blah blah. But that's just that's ridiculous. Um, I mean, yeah, I've got to get rid of that, and then I have to sit down and try to figure out how I'm going to um, get another sawmill with with furniture. Well, I guess I don't really need furniture. If I go ahead and use up two more pallets of furniture, I'll go ahead and do that. This is the last constructible I'm going to do. I only want to do one. So if I go ahead and use those two pieces of wood, I can wipe that sawmill out. like use the last two. I went to the sawmill, put the walls in because they're only going to come out two at a time. It's just going to delay us for a bit, but it's fine. And then we can look for another sawmill that is actually going to not um, go stupid like that one. I think that's what we'll do. But like I said, I'm gonna go take a nap, get back on here, bit fresher, think things through a little bit more, and then I will bring you guys back in, and we'll go into the next month and get some harvesting done and all the wonderful stuff we're going to do after that. Hopefully, I can get this this video out on time. I normally like to try to get it out at least, say, 20 24 hours before um, when I schedule it to to upload, like to go on to my page on YouTube. I think we're gonna be a little bit late with this one, guys. But yeah, we'll push it and see what we can do, and we'll bring you back in. And appreciate your patience on this one. All right, guys. So had a little bit of a nap. Got back up. Let's just go into whoop, not that one. Go into this. Okay. So we did a bit of plowing. Um, so all this has been done, turned into a field. I'm thinking I'm going to turn off natural disasters because this keeps happening and it's really annoying. A natural disaster, tornado, something like that, I can handle that. But this constant crap of messing up my crops is starting to annoy me. Let's see. So yeah, we made that field. Now, like I said before, once we collect this, we'll go ahead and bring this field on down and join this field here. Got that field and this field. Over to our wood debacle that we had. Okay, so lost 50,000 liters, well, 48,000 odd liters of wood. Put another sawmill in. This one is helping to produce the wood to go into the new carpentry uh, location that I put in. Oh, wait. Yeah, carpentry. There we go. And it is using the planks that I already had to produce furniture. One plank equals 1.4 by furniture. It's about the best one I could find. Um, anyway, so now we've got, where is it? The productions. Yeah, it's this one right here. So apparently it takes wood, but I tried to put wood in it and it didn't work. So I'm not really sure what's going on with that. Anyway, we've got this. We've got about, I cut a few more trees down. Whoops. A few more trees out of here. We put 48 back in there. We've got, I did some selective tree cutting out through here and in this location and a couple of trees out of here. That's why it's taking me so long to do this because I didn't want to thin these out too much. I didn't want to thin that out too much. I did cut a couple of trees out of here. And one from here. Left this tree. I thought it was kind of cool to leave the tree there. I did cut one out of, or two out of here. So yeah, it has taken a while. It is almost 1 a.m. my time. Finally got all these done. It has been raining this whole time that I've been doing the plowing. Um, we did put in a little cover unit here. This is where our wood stuff that we work with comes in. We have the obviously log trailer, the winch, and weight. So yeah, two sawmills running now. Both of them are, well, this one's almost full, and this one's got about 80,000 in it, I think. Got a little bit longer, and these will be full grown, so we can start using some of these for production. I will be looking at possibly straightening out these lines to where they actually are even, so that we can make a like a little road that goes over here. I may cut out a section here to increase the size of our work area, because obviously we are extending the oak um, plantation, um, farm, wood farm, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. Anyway, um, now we're going to. It's yeah, like I said, it's raining. The log cabin is almost finished. It's got. Let's see. I'm trying to remember. We have some furniture. Um, yeah, we need um, 2,000 more. Um, prefab walls, 2,000 liters more prefab, and another 2,000 or so furniture. So we're going to go ahead and move into August and see about getting our harvest done. I do need to check on our goats and our sheep real quick. I think they should be okay. Oh, we got some more milk and we got some more. Okay, so yeah, they're doing good. Yeah, yep, they're doing good. Sheep should be doing okay as well. Yep, they're doing fine. I had to put in, I had to put I had some milk, I had 2 pallets of milk, that I had to put in here, and some wool I had to put in here. I'm gonna get those back out. Yeah, I wanted that one back out, and I want that one back out. So we're gonna put these back over where the goats are, so that we can go ahead and field that one. And we'll put this one back over here so we can go ahead and field this one. But I removed all pallets. I went into my farm cleanup. In farm cleanup, you can remove all pallets. Let me see. I think it's control. Yeah. So you can auto clean the pallets. So you can just click on clean pallets and it just removes every pallet you got laying around. When I did that, mind you, I forgot about my oak tree pallet and my 2 pallets of lodgepole pine. And I didn't have much left on the lodgepole, so I had to go back out and buy more lodgepole pine and more oak tree saplings. Not the lodgepole, I didn't buy very many. I think I only bought like 24, I think it was. Wait. Um, yeah, I bought a 24 pack of these, and I bought another 240 of those for the oak because I screwed up. Anyway, once these are full grown, we will be cutting those down and relining these up because I prefer they all line up. Because I don't like having to go through here an angle sometimes. Anywho, let's jump into next month. Hopefully, uh, well, I did, I did part this. I need to get over here and get this repaired real quick. So I went ahead and set up a repair bay in here. And, yeah. So, and then, yeah, that looks pretty good. We can jump back in here and do a refill, as we do have a little tanker there that we use to do that. Alright. And we're going to call it a day. Because it's been a day. I'm here to tell you, it has been a day. Alright, we'll get up at 6 tomorrow. Alright. Today is obviously Harvest Day. It is August. And we're going to get over here. We're going to get our, okay, first of all, apparently we didn't get any furniture. 130 meters of furniture. What? Oh, why is that? I don't understand. Anyway, um, close that. We need more furniture. Guess we'll have to wait until next month. We should have, okay, we do have one of those. Let's go ahead and grab that while we're here. And, that will be one less thing to worry about. And then we'll grab the other one. There should be another one in there. Let's just do a quick check. Actually, yeah, there's two more in there. Okay, cool. Obviously we can only carry one at a time because of their size. But if we can get this done, then that means that we don't have to worry about these anymore. I can then switch the wood production in that sawmill back to something else that pays better money. I have been thinking about how to set up a sale point closer, but every time I think about it, it's like, well, I can't. I sort of made a road. I've been thinking about bringing this road down and then bringing it straight across, extending this down a little bit. And this being the main road coming into the house area and the farm and all that. So, I haven't even put the road to come around here in yet. Um, I've been thinking about maybe placing um, like bringing this road off and then maybe placing an area here for what I would classify as a market area. I don't know yet. Still thinking on it. Haven't made up my mind. But it would definitely reduce the length of time that it takes me to get down and deliver goods. Or I could get another tractor that goes faster, maybe, and throw it all onto that bale trailer and run it down quicker, I guess. I don't know yet. Either way it goes, I mean, it's not much further from there to the sell point in there, but yeah. We are going to sell some stuff. We are going to need the money because I have other things that I have to do. All right, so that's a prefab walls. I mean, it's kind of funny that I need prefab walls for a cabin that is pretty much built, but I still need prefab walls. I mean, kind of cool, but kind of weird because the walls of the cabin are, well, they're already built. Um, how are you even going to fit these through the door? I, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, so we've got this. I mean, you can look in there and you can see where there's some furniture in here. Like, you know, it's kind of cool. Still trying to figure out about the walls. Anyway. All right. You're not here to look at all that anyway. You're probably here for the harvest. I'm here for the harvest. That's why we're here, technically. Let's see here. Let's just double check and make sure. Yes, those two are. See what I'm saying? Like, this is just stupid. Just random crap in there for no apparent reason. Um, I don't understand. Anyway, we are, and it reduces my harvest too. I mean, it's not like I have huge fields yet. I mean, I don't have huge equipment, so yeah. Also, I think we're going to have to do some mowing at some point, but guess what? That can wait. Yes, yes it can. All right. So we're going to go park this over here. I think we'll do the wheat first. And we'll park this right beside, well, we'll just park it on the partially made road that we've done. I may have to, I've been thinking about it, and what I'm going to do is here in trees, that's trees? Yes, trees. These old oaks like this, I have been considering that we're going to take them. One of these sides is kind of flattish. Guess you could look at it like that. Yeah. So what I'm thinking about doing is lining this road with oak trees. I think it would look really cool to have those lined up as they're coming into the main farmyard. Um, those will not ever, wait, I don't need to leave this running. Those won't ever be cut. I'm going to have to make this side, the width of this side. Well, I'm going to have to make the width of this side equal to the width of that side so that we can fit that tree in there. But I think it would look really cool. And we're also going to come down this, all of this is going to have to move. It's going to have to go up here somewhere. But for now, yeah, it's time for us to get in the old Ford. I think we can make a straw swath. Enable straw swath. Yes, that's what we need to do. And we're going to start on this field right here. And let's see how much we can get out of it. So I'm not going to make you, I'm not going to force you to watch me actually harvest this. Oh, I need to unfold the harvester. Wait. Unfold harvester, yes. Is it unfolded? Yep, apparently so. Turned on. All right, so we'll get out of here. Well, we can definitely get straw. Straw is good because we will eventually need TMR because we are planning on putting um, a cow pen or cattle dairy type location over there on the other side of where the sorghum's at. She's putting out some straw now. All right. Well, our first row that we cut into, and what are we looking at here? What do you reckon? 1,600? 17? Almost 1,700 liters off that. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. So, alright guys. Well, it looks like we'll probably get a few of those. So, obviously we're not going to get a huge amount of wheat off this. But in saying that, 1,700 per row, not bad. Not bad. Had no expectations coming into this. So yeah. Alright. Let me get this harvested. We'll come back and show you what we got left, and then we'll get out of here finally. And then, yeah. Alright, guys. So we did wind up collecting our wheat off this field and our oats off of that field. Now, sorghum's next month. We'll be able to collect it. We did pick up some hay bales. Or we got our hay bales. So we got 6 off that field. That's what, um, 6. 6 is 6. I can't remember. Anyway, we we got a we got a bit off all this. Oh, 9 up 6 is 54. Sorry. Yeah, 54,000 off that field. It's really funny. I got 54,000 liters of straw off that wheat field right there. And yet, if you look, we collected 19,998 liters of wheat. Another funny thing, that's our wheat. That was our wheat field right there. And you can see it had damage to it. Some of the product didn't grow. This was our oat field, and it had very little damage to it. And yet, we got 21,000 oats, which is literally, what, 1,648 more oats than wheat off a bigger field. I'm, I'm, I'm just not understanding. This one wasn't even rolled. This one was rolled, completely fertilized, the whole 9 yards. So, to say I'm a little confused, a little bit of an understatement at this point. In saying that, it is what it is. We are planning on using the oats for bread making. So it's not really going to hurt us one way or another. Um, but what I'm thinking about doing is we are going to 35,000, and we've got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 45,000 more. So we've got almost 200,000 liters of straw off those 2 fields. Not too shabby. All right, so what I'm thinking about doing here, I'm thinking about we're going to cut the edge off this. We got that little road going through there, going to the house. And I'm thinking about joining all this up, making this one huge, so we just harvested wheat, right? Well, we can plant wheat next month. So if I make that an entire thing of wheat, whole thing, nothing but wheat, And then we'll add, we'll probably put in oats down here in these two newly formed fields. I haven't decided if I'm going to go on out that way with this. And I'm not sure I'm going to leave that tree in the middle of it. But for now, we're also looking at considering turning this, part of this, into a small field as well. Not sure yet. Still thinking about it. We can also use part of this if we want to turn into another sorghum field because this is part of the animals and we are going to put chickens in at some point. So I'm thinking sorghum, 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 wheat. And then once we collect the wheat, now price wise, whoops, price wise, where is it? Price wise, wheat doesn't sell for very much. Oats do. Oats are very easy to put in and they can get picked up fairly quickly. So I don't know whether to wait the, what is that? Because we just harvested. Should I wait the 6 months and plant the oats and plant it in every field I have? So all this, turn all this into one field, plant oats here, 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 and here, collect it all, and then the next season, because we're in August, we can plant wheat on all of them. And then the next season, we plant sorghum on all of them. I don't know. Still thinking about it. Anyway, that's where we're at as far as that. Like I said, we got 21,646 liters of oats and 19,998 liters of wheat. Oats pays better at the end of the day. We are making bread out of it. So if you look at the bread, yeah, that would be better than just shoving oats. Anyway, guys, I have a lot of work left to do now because I am now going to have to, um, oops, join all these fields or join these fields, cut this out, do a little bit more work around this area. And then next month I have sorghum. Yep, sorghum to plant or sorry, to harvest. And I want to see how much we get off that harvest too, because we are waiting for sorghum to help us be able to use for chickens. So, all right, guys, take care of yourself. Thank you for being here. So much appreciate it for you to take time out of your day to be here. I greatly appreciate that. Um, Sorry if it took a little bit longer to put this video together. It's now 3 a.m. Or 2:30. It's almost 2:30. By the time I finish this and do the thumbnail, double check the editing and all that nifty stuff, it will be at least 3:30, 4 o'clock before I post this. Hopefully it will come out at its normal time at 5 a.m. this morning, which is Friday. Take care, guys. Again, if you like, please let me know. Give us a like. Anything in here you want to suggest or might think I could do better, different crops, whatever. Love to hear it. If you disliked, please let me know why. And if you've been around for a minute and you've enjoyed, if you could please subscribe, I'd greatly appreciate that. If not, again, I do understand. Not everybody subscribes to the person they only watch once in a while. I get that. But it would help, especially if you want to see any future videos or might be interested in any and kind of gives you, well, it's supposed to give you a heads up about when I post new ones. Anyway, we will. It's possible I might do a live stream on this over the weekend. I'm still contemplating that, but I put a lot of hours into this since yesterday, and I'm thinking I might want to take a little bit of a break for the moment, but we'll see. Uh, anyway, there will be another one on Monday if I do not do a live stream over the weekend. Thanks, guys. Take care. Catch up with you later.